One of the most exciting things about the Osaka Castle in Japan is that it is free. This is free, this was free, this was free, this was free, this was free, I saw this for free, I did this for free. Going into the castle costs money, but everything is pretty much free all the way up to this point. Let's check it out. All right, to get to the castle, you're gonna wanna take the subway system. We got a long ways to go, so I just got off the subway, and the castle's way over there. It's like a half a mile away. On the map, it looks really close, but there's a lot of walking. And the castle's huge, so it looks closer than it is. Sort of glad I didn't bring my kids to do this, because they hate walking, and they hate humidity, and they hate it being really hot. And today is all three. So over here they had like a turret that if invaders came or something, they would like beat this drum, and the samurai warriors would just kind of all come out at the same time. Just kind of like an old school alarm system. All right, made it in the first gate. I think I went in the southern entrance, and these walls are just like absolutely massive. So much walking. All right, so I just got through like the second gate. And again, they just have these like massive walls. It's kind of a good reference on how big that is. I think that's probably 5'10". It's interesting doing this tour by myself, where like I'm kind of looking at things, but I don't really understand things. And everybody else has like all these tour guides where they're explaining things. So like I'm watching them explain something, but of course it's in a different language, so I don't really understand what's going on. It's kind of interesting. I have to kind of just guess what's going on here. Of course, no drones. I think I underestimated the amount of walking it takes just to even get to this point. If they did tours where they had those little carts, they would just absolutely crush it. That would be a good business idea. That would be super cool. Kids would like that. Oh my gosh, look at that. Yeah, so look, it's got two moats that goes around it. You got the one moat that goes around here. Maybe that's like the outer one. And then you've got like the inner moat that goes there. And there's where I am right there. That's super cool. They have just these samurai. They're just kind of like randomly walking around. Everybody bugs them to take their pictures. It's gotta be so hot in that suit. Alright, so everything's free up until now. And now if you want to get into the inner part, which is probably the cooler part of the castle, you have to go in through this like, I think that's like a security gate there. Go through the line, go past the security guard, and then make your way up the steps all the way into the castle. You can get to this part for free. You don't have to pay up into this part. So the cost to get in is about 600 yen. Kids under 15 are free. So that'd be awesome. My kids could come. Too bad they're sleeping right now. It's hot, so there's no way they're gonna want to come. Definitely want to come in here like early in the morning. There's way less people. English ticket. I have no idea what this is, but I'll take that. 600 looks good. One. Cash. You can do credit card cash. Here we go. Alright, so I just made it through past security, got my ticket, and we're gonna go inside. The red helmet, which looks like a deer antlers there. And then this one, which looks like somebody really important would wear it. And then that one. It's 500 yen just to try it on. But then what happens is that you go over here and you take a whole bunch of photos, and then they sell you on the photos over there, which is even more. Okay, so that's it for the second floor. The third and fourth floor you cannot film, just because they're trying to preserve everything. So like, I won't be filming there. Taking the stairs is definitely the way to go. So these are all the generals in the summer war of Osaka, and I just love seeing their helmets. I just think their helmets are so unique and individual. So I guess every general had like a different helmet, a very unique helmet. So I like this guy because he's got like a really long helmet. This one is super cool because it's got the antlers on it. It's got the deer antlers. This dude has like the red and black helmet. This one just kind of a basic helmet. So inside the Osaka Castle, there are 8 floors, right? 2 of the floors you can't photograph and you can't take video because they want to preserve the very precious artifacts. They have like katana blades and they have samurai outfits and that kind of thing, which is understandable. Don't take the elevators because they're super, super, super crowded. Try to take the stairs if you can. You can only go up, you can't go down. And on this floor, they had the digital displays, which was really cool because the kids were able to like interact with it. And it was very visual for them, so they were able to see and kind of learn at the same time, which was really cool. And they had all sorts of different representations. I learned so much about the history of Japan just walking around looking at these exhibits. And my favorite visual was this of Hideyoshi, which was a sandal carrier. Basically, like when he became a certain age, he would like serve this warlord and he would like warm up his sandals on like cold day and that kind of thing. And because of his service of like basically being a servant to this warlord, he was eventually able to like move up in the ranks because they said something about like his ascent was possible because he was such a good servant. So I thought that was pretty cool. And this is what it looks like from the very top of the castle. How many more people there are now? It is so crowded. So there's the main gate I came in. So that's where I entered. Holy cow, look at the line now. And it's nice and cool up here, but it is super hot down there. There's my samurai friend right there. Oh, he's got his flag with him now. Sweet. So the coolest part of the castle is on the 8th floor. That is the open air top of it where you get to go all the way around. You get 360-degree views of the city, which was super cool. You got to see boats, you got to see all these landmarks. You got to see like the entrances and the gates. This is the north gate. So we're in the museum shop and they have like these little guys. I don't know what they do, mini samurai. Like a samurai sword. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. It's a bottle cover, so you put your thing of wine in there. That would be cool. I gotta get one of those. I have no idea what these are. Oh, they're coverings for the samurai sword. They go like around the samurai sword. Oh, I gotta get one of these. Those look cool. So I have to admit to you something. I actually messed up on the conversion rate. 9,900 yen is actually more like $70 rather than $7. I don't know why in the world I thought this was only $7, but I bought it. And as soon as I realized how much it was, she had already opened it up and was presenting it to me. So I felt a little bit obligated. Let me know in the comments if you guys think this was worth it to buy this for $70. I thought it was pretty cool. Maybe I think $70, I'm starting to think it was worth it. Let me know what you think. And the samurais are hot today. So if you come here, especially on a hot day, you're gonna wanna come as early as possible. Look at this line, it's absolutely horrendous. And it is hot, it's humid, it's 90 degrees. And take a look at this line now. Oh my gosh. Then you have to go through this building. So the castle opens about 9 o'clock, and at 9:30 I got here and there was absolutely no line, and it was not as blistering hot, it was not as sunny. But if you look at the line now, it is absolutely crazy. It goes all the way through the security line, all the way down there. I mean, it must be 45-minute wait in line, like nuts. And then the queue goes all the way down there, wraps around, line, 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 line. I don't even see the end of it. It goes all the way past that tree. So there's two ways to get in here, and you don't have to pay until you get up to this point, because if you want to go into the actual castle behind me, you do have to pay for that. It's 600 yen, which is about approximately $5 US to get in. And once you're in, you can go all the way to the top, which is really nice to see. There are 7 floors that you can see in the castle, and each floor's got something different. The 3rd and 4th floor, you can't take any video, so I won't be showing any video of that. And then they have all this artwork on the 2 stories, the 3rd and the, so then there are 2 floors where you can't take any pictures or video. People were, but I think that's really disrespectful. And then you walk your way up, and each floor's got something different. I thought it was really interesting, like the tapestry and the history. I mean, it's absolutely bonkers how much history is here in the castle. And all the invasions, the invasion of Korea was well documented there. And they had this panel that had the invasion of the castle. So you had these 2 armies that were fighting each other, and each side would so one was defending and one was attacking. And then it showed all the generals, and every general has a certain helmet, and it was really cool to see the different types of helmets that each general had. And then they had these miniature soldiers that they had, and each soldier had a flag that would show the ornaments. I guess something about it represented the ornaments that they had. So that was pretty cool to see. And then they had the archers, they had the spearmen, they had the horses, the samurai, of course. So it was really cool to kind of see the history of that. And on the very top floor, you could see out. You could see so far, and it would have been really cool. When the Battle of the Castle was happening, back in the 1500s, it was really people would stand up there and they would watch the battle from up there, because the men would be out fighting and the women would be up in the castle, on the top floor, looking down and watching the battle, which they could do nothing and just kind of watch it. So that must have been unnerving. So that was pretty cool. And then the very top floor was just so nice because it was breezy up there and there was just wind coming in, but absolutely packed. There were people packed to the brim. And you were able to get up there and get some pictures. They had fencing around it so that you couldn't drop anything and couldn't ruin any of the architecture. So that was pretty cool. And then you make your way down. There's one set of stairs up, there's one set of stairs down. And man, that was awesome. And of course you get to the bottom floor and there's this gift store. And I originally walked by and I saw this this bottle opener thing, or this samurai bottle thing that I had to buy. That was super cool. What else was really cool is that on the 6th floor they had these diagrams of things that were going on, I think back in the day, they were just like illustrations, like a traditional museum, but now it's like a digital museum. So you had like all the young kids watching the videos on there and their parents explaining it. So that was really cool to see. They talked about like Harry Carey on there, and they talked about some of the different things. Like there was like the Cherry Blossom Festival was on there. They had like, I'm gonna have to go stand in the shade because it's absolutely blistering. I feel bad for all these people that have to stand. So a lot of people are wearing umbrellas, and it's pretty silly to us Westerners, but like this sun is just blazing, so it makes a lot of sense. I wish I had one right now. Now that's the way to do it, is go on those little carts so you don't have to walk the whole time. I think my kids could actually do this if I put them in one of those little carts.